everybody. Home after the work day, and it's a really nice night. It's about 22 degrees, but I'm gonna say feels like about 24 with the humidity. And I went down to the Garden of Neglect. I was down there this morning when I was walking the dogs, and through the weeds, I can see that the potatoes are ready to be dug. And before the semester gets away from us, I'm gonna dig them. I've enlisted the assistance of Brian this evening because I know it'll go faster. Lately, I have been getting better asking for help when I need it and not trying to power through doing things all by myself, because that is when I get really, really tired. And it's just easier doing jobs like this if I have an extra set of hands. So I'm gonna go grab my cart and the crates and see what we can find. I'm just checking out the cows next door. It's nice to have them out there. All right, gotta go get my tools of the trade. 1 second. I got my tool. My second tool. Here, you want to hold on? Let's see how this goes. Oh, Brian, look, all the turkeys down there. We're headed down into the garden, and all the turkeys are down in there. We have had the best year for turkeys this year. There's so many. But those are all the weeds. See all those weeds? That's where the tomatoes are, or potatoes. Gosh, why do I keep saying that? They're in there, the potatoes that we need to go get. And it's funny because normally they don't hang around, and we're moving a lot up here, but they don't seem to be caring. Last night they were hanging out with the chickens, and it was absolutely hilarious. The poults and one of our new chicks, they were like totally hanging out together. So, a lot. It's super cute. There's a lot. There's like 20. I know it's hard to see, but like all that movement is all turkeys eating. Here we go.
Send this cart down there.
I know, I'm gonna be so excited about the turkeys that I might actually let go of the cart and you might go careening down the hill. Let's see how long it takes for them to realize that we're coming in. Holy smokes, this is as close as I've ever gotten to turkeys. Usually they're like gone. Maybe they're our pets now. Look at how slow they're going. This is like record slowness for turkeys. Oh, here goes Tilly. This will be quick. And there we go. That was cool. These turkeys have been around here a lot. But this garden bed, it might be a little bit of an embarrassment. Not an embarrassment. We've been busy. And we haven't made gardening a huge priority this year. It was like put it in the ground and hope. And that's what we did. So we are there. So I feel like a good way to split this, because Brian's a good digger. So maybe he's gonna loosen the piles and then I'm gonna pull the potatoes. Hoping for a big harvest here. Let's see how we do. These are old purple potatoes right here. Yeah, like, but they don't seem to be dyed back yet. So
Okay.
let's go to these ones.
There's 4 taters on the top.
Oh, we don't want that. That's not good. Oh, that one's kind of split. If we had pigs. Well, that's pretty awesome. I can tell you right now, we're gonna have
Taters?
There's a good one. That's kind of green because it was exposed to the sun. So the key to digging potatoes is not to rub them too hard that the skin breaks. So you can get some of the soil off. That's why I'm also digging these today, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow or tonight or tomorrow. So I'd like to get these out of the ground before it rains. That's a good one. Look at that one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't even put oh, listen to the turkey. They haven't come down, eh?
Okay.
The turkeys are all talking to each other now. Yucky. Bury that one. It'll be a potato next year. All these littles are going to be potatoes next year. Oh, there we go. Woo! Oh my gosh. Look at that thing. What even is that? That is hilarious. That is funny. Some purple fingerlings left over from last year from my friend Jody. Thanks, Jody, the gift that keeps on giving. These ones are really little.
Here's some big ones.
Could be, I mean, we didn't do anything extra with these this year. Normally, we'll till in some fertilizer or compost or something, but this year we didn't do anything. So, can't complain with what we got. Just goes to show you though how important covering the soil is, seriously. You know what I mean? Like with straw and stuff, it's so dry, like so super dry. I don't know how like farmers do it with like all the compaction from equipment and stuff. Well, that was way quicker than doing it by myself, that's for darn sure. We only did 2.5 rows, but we got a full tote of potatoes. I'll show you in a minute, but I wanted to show you, not all these weeds back here, is something cool about soil. Let's see. I just saw through there. I can see through that hole. See it? That's from an earthworm. So when we talk about soil aeration, that goes straight through. Let me see, what can I stick through there? Here. Let's stick this blade of grass through. Ready? Maybe not, it's not strong enough.
Something a little more robust. Out.
Tulips eating things she shouldn't be. Okay, let's try this one.
Here, this one I go through.
There you go. See? That's neat. From an earthworm. Oh, there we go. You can see straight through. Very cool. Anyway, so that's healthy soil for you. Even though it was pretty dry down here. We did get a lot of rain this summer. It's just been dry in the last couple of weeks, but we have a good potato harvest. Let me show you.
Oh, we have to put them in that one.
I feel like we need to, okay, first check this sucker out. That's a huge tater. Here's some big ones. Brian accidentally forked this one.
I did not. I think
forked
that's when you did.
Forked. Look at those beauties. Okay, you want to help me carry this? Because I don't think I can lift it by myself. How much do you think it weighs? Here it is. Here's our haul. That's a lot of potatoes for 2 people. How much?
Only 30 pounds.
30?
Here.
Do you think that's it?
Look at the job I gave him.
it was easy going downhill. But he's got the uphill trudge. That's why it's good to get a helper when you can. He'll do the grunt work. Last time I was down here with that thing, I put it on the four-wheeler and it pulled it like a charm. I should have done that tonight. But that is it for the potato season for 2023. Tulip, come on. Tulip was eating some questionable plants down there. I don't know what the heck. So I have to be careful because one looked like a nightshade. And I know they're toxic for people. Fried. Yep. I'm going to take you over to the garden just to show you. Basement. I got to put them in the basement. So just roll it down to the basement and I'll bring them down. I'll open the door down there. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to say my planting and harvest have been messy this year, but we still got food and that's what counts. Okay, check this out, you guys. Look at all these sunflowers. All I can hear right now is buzzing. The hollyhocks are all done. But these sunflowers in here, hi. These guys were chilling last night with the turkeys. I'm gonna put some video footage of that because it was awesome. I was inside when I was filming, but it was still cool to see. So this hot mess, woof. Like seriously, I've just been like, look at, these are my strawberry plants, halfway, almost all the way across the onion bed. Oh, pretty little monarch flitting through. It's that time of year. The final hurrah. It's pretty awesome. But look at these sunflowers. My beans, I didn't preserve any beans this year. I still have a lot in the freezer, but these are the Cherokee Trail of Tears. So I'll have lots of those, which is awesome. But like, can we take a moment to appreciate my Brussels sprout plants? Just to give you an idea. We enjoyed some last night. Some of them have bugs in them. It's my first year growing Brussels sprouts and we weren't here because I should have sprayed BT. But look at how tall these are. They're up to here on me. And all those Brussels sprouts. It's pretty incredible. Oh, such a pretty time of the evening. Just walking through some really pretty zinnias. Look at the color on these though. If you don't plant zinnias, you should. Peeking through. Marigolds. Some zinnias just waiting to pop here. Look at that beauty. It's a jungle in here. I can hardly walk in here because of all the sunflowers, but yeah, that's a pretty one. Look at that sunflower up there. It's got to be at least 13 or 14 feet tall. It's huge. Look at all those pretty zinnias. I just had a pack of zinnias before we left on our trip and I just chucked them in. And that's what you get. What beauty. Right at the end of the season when everything's basically saying good night. It's still a buzz in here, which is so nice. There's just something about this time of night and the beauty of flowers. You really do have to stop and smell the roses, the proverbial roses, because In my case, it's the sunflowers and the zinnias and the marigolds. I hope you all grew a really nice garden this year, and if you didn't, that you think about growing a garden next year that has sunflowers and zinnias, or pots, or planters that have sunflowers and zinnias. Growing a big garden is a lot of work. Anyone who says it's not is lying, flat out. Even though we didn't tend the garden like we normally do this year, it is still a lot of work. Because what you plant, if you want to eat it, you have to harvest. I'm just looking around right now and I see a whole lot of dandelions down in the Garden of Neglect that was bindweed, which is, such a nightmare. So we're gonna have to think about that next year. We definitely have our work cut out for us if we want to grow in the Garden of Neglect next year and not just sow a cover crop and leave it. Which I would be an advocate for. I know maybe Brian wants to grow a giant pumpkin, but we just don't need that much room. As two people, we can't eat that much food. And we do give some away, but it's hard to find places to give it to when it's harvest time. I know people would say soup kitchens and stuff like that, or food banks. But sometimes you don't have enough to make it worth your while for the drive. I know that sounds strange, but it's just, that's the truth of it. So I feel like this garden is enough to feed two of us for a year or even two, because we are still eating off of this garden from last summer still, and we'll have enough to go all the way through to next year. So that's my little tidbit of advice. You don't have to have a big space to grow food, enough food even to last a year for two people. I don't have a larger family close by that would be able to eat from here, but I still do take stuff home, like onions and garlic and potatoes and things like that lasts a little bit longer. So my message is do what you can with what you got. Anyways, hope you're all having a great day, evening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. But like, seriously, how many hours of footage would you watch of pollinators? Asking for a friend. Listen to this one flying around me. It's just so cool.